Greetings, welcome back. This is Queen Shay's YouTube channel. Listen up, folks. It is a great day. It is so beautiful outside. I hope you guys are enjoying your day and staying safe. And it's nice outside, actually. The weather's been kind of up and down where I'm at, but it's just a blessing to be here within itself and to just have breath in our bodies, right? So anyway, I'm going to delve into the Bible and I'm going to read chapter 27 of Proverbs, right? And it's going to be chapter 27 of Proverbs from verses 1 to 2. And what it says is that do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. But let someone else praise you, and not your own mouth, an outsider, and not your own lips. Listen, folks, there's too many folks just exalting yourself. God also says, if you exalt yourself, he will humble you. He will humble those who exalt themselves and exalt those who are humble. And that's in a whole another book of the Bible. But you never know what tomorrow may bring. You just never know. You won't even be here. But so many people take this for granted, and you feel entitled to tomorrow. Folks, this is how important life is. Life is so short, but eternal life is forever. We are not meant to be here forever, and that's just a reality. But that's why we have to, live with each day with grace, and we have to spend as much as time with God. We have to. There's no way you can get through this war in this world without God, because God says he will give us strength. We can do all things through him who strengthens us. He will give us joy and peace, but in this world we will not have peace. We're going to always go through a lot of challenges. We're going to always go through storms as long as we're here on this earth. And especially when you're walking in obedience with the Lord and you're, taking up your cross and following Jesus Christ, you're going to always just go through storms. And it's just how it is, because the devil is going to be mad. The devil is not going to attack carnal Christians. He's not going to attack the Christian that thinks they don't need to be in church, or they don't need to be in God's house. He's not going to attack the Christian that only prays one time a day or just don't pray at all. He's not going to attack the Christian that thinks, or either you don't need to pray, I just need to meditate. He's not going to attack the Christian that, is not spending time with him. If you're not spending time with God, if you're not walking in obedience with God, he's really not going to attack you. He's going to look at you like you're a joke. The devil loves a comfortable Christian. That's one thing the devil loves. But when you are really taking up your cross and walking with Jesus Christ, spending time with Jesus Christ, reading the Bible, praying, walking in obedience, and, letting him work through you, the devil is going to come for you. And that's when you know it's real. That's when you know you're doing the right thing, and God is a gracious God. He gives us grace. He gives us mercy. Thank God, because boy, oh boy, as much as we are all sinners, can you imagine the punishment? Thank God we weren't born back in the days when Adam and Eve, and before Jesus Christ was even born, because Jesus Christ is the one who came along to save us, from those type of punishment that those people endured, So, it's just a blessing how loving our God is, how faithful he is. His word never changes. He's a compassionate God, but he wants you out of sin. He wants you to turn away from sin. Yes, we are all sinners, and, it's hard. It's not really hard to do the right thing. It's just that we don't want to do the right thing, because it's so easy doing the wrong thing and doing what you want to do and walking in your self-righteousness instead of walking in God's righteousness, because it's all about God's righteousness. It's not about our righteousness at all. It's what he says, because we are not our own. We are not our own. God created us. He sure can take us out. So that's why you have to cherish every moment, every second here on this earth. It's so important. And don't take any days for granted, folks. Try to forgive those who you are holding any unforgiveness towards, or any grudges, any resentment, any heaviness in your heart. Let today be the day that you let it go. Because you can be doing everything else right here, folks, on this earth. You could be donating, giving to charity. You could be the nicest person in the world. You could have all the fruits of the Spirit. But if you're holding on to unforgiveness, folks, you will not make it to the kingdom of heaven. You will miss those purely gold gates. You will miss the narrow road. And I'm serious, because I went through that phase where I was holding on to unforgiveness towards, several people, and just the moment when you think you have forgiven people, God drops on your heart again. It's like, nope, I'm dropping every single person that you have not forgiven yet. And I was like, he did that the other night, literally, before I was about to go to bed. And I was like, wow, God. So I started to have a talk with God. I started to talk to him and pray to him and just cry out. And I just let it go. Let it go each and every day, letting go. Lord, if the Lord can forgive us, we sure can forgive somebody else, because you're not hurting the other person who you're holding a grudge towards, because they may be living their lives, they may just be going on with their lives, but you're hurting yourself. And actually, as I think about it, holding on to that unforgiveness, it messes with your mind and it puts you in bondage. It's like you're in trap. You're trapped because you're steady thinking about what the person did to you, or how they treated you, or what they did to you. No, you got to know who you are, folks. Listen, I am who I am. I know who I am, and I am who I am through Christ, through Jesus Christ. You have to know your identity through Jesus Christ. When you know your identity in Jesus Christ, nothing nobody will be able to do will knock you off your square. Nothing. You got to die to this world, folks. You got to die every single day, and it's a challenge. It's not easy. You're dealing with the outside world, and you just never know what you may encounter, but you have to be on your guard. I'm telling you, because you got some crazy people out here, and I'm sure all of you guys know this. I'm sure all of you guys had some type of experience where you probably walked in the market, somebody did something, you probably went to the bank, somebody did something, you probably stopped at the gas station, somebody did something. Listen, you got to be prepared. Each and every day you leave your house, check yourself first. Check yourself and see if you're angry or if you're holding on to any, because one thing you could do is, the worst thing you could actually do is leave the house when you're already angry. More than likely, you're going to probably wind up getting into something with some random person because you're already angry. Because it just takes that one thing that somebody else may do that you do not know, a stranger. And because you're already upset, they just have triggered you. It just took that one thing they did to trigger you, and that's it. And then you made a hasty decision, a crazy decision, a rash decision, and it got you in a place where you never expected. Is it worth it? No. So, don't boast about tomorrow. Like I said, just be grateful for today. Be grateful that you're alive today and that you still have the opportunity to get yourself right with Jesus Christ, because tomorrow is not promised to none of us, folks. So you want to get yourself right with Jesus Christ, and it doesn't happen overnight, but try to get somewhere and get saved, and stop thinking you're already saved when you're out there being of the world. When you're saved, you no longer have the desire to be out there in the world. You no longer have the desire to do the things that you did in the past. It's not there no more. It has become the former things, and it takes, it's going to take separation, because a lot of people are not going to accept you for who you are. They're going to see the change, but they're not going to be accepting of it. And that's okay. That's okay. That's how Jesus Christ was treated. Everybody didn't accept him. He preached the gospel here while he was here on this earth. As you already know, some of the stories that were in the Bible. Look at Judas, one of his disciples, betrayed him. So not everybody is going to accept you. Not everybody is going to like you, but that's okay. You like yourself. You got to know that Jesus loves you. His love is unfailing. Jesus Christ is the one who is available 24/7, 365 days of the year, when nobody else is. Folks, take advantage of that. You don't even got to make the call. Just call upstairs. Hey, Jesus Christ, Lord, you know, like, I'm telling you, God is always listening. He knows what we want to do. He knows what I'm about to do, actually, when I, finish recording this video. He knows what I'm going to do. God knows his children, trust me. You just have to talk to him. He's there. Don't be afraid, folks. Anyway, I'm just thankful for you subscribers. For those who do not know me, I am Queen Shay, and I was actually called to do this. I'm talking about different topics, but most likely, as you can see, I'm talking about topics involving Jesus Christ and, God. This is a spiritual channel, so my goal is to win as many souls over. Ooh, I had to burp. Whew, man, I had that good cabbage soup that I made. Oh my goodness. But anyway, my goal is to win many souls over to Jesus Christ, because I want to see many people in heaven, and even myself, it's a fight. You got to fight the good fight of faith. You have to fight the good fight of faith. And, I want to see many people get taken up and stay there, because we're all going to have to get taken up to get judged first before God decides if we're written in the book of life. You want your name to be in the book of life, because that time, that judgment day comes, and our bodies are here, but our spirit goes up to get judged. And then God decides where we go, whether to hell or heaven, because he is the one who has the authority. So, my goal is to win as many souls over to Jesus Christ. That's all, folks, and to help a lot of people wake up to reality, because you have a lot of people out here sleeping. They're like in a coma, and, you want the best for people. But you got to ask yourself, do you want it for yourself as well? So, I thank you, folks. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and check out my link. There's some good stuff in there.